You ever see a situation so weird that it makes you want to come out of hiding to upload a video about it? As you can see here, I'm killing the giant mole who's level 230, which is higher than mine, so I guess you could say I'm part of the high level community. Hi, I'm Sobpop, and I'm the most average gamer you'll ever meet. Every video game I play, I end up reaching plat. I never really get any higher, but I'm always decent to mildly okay at whatever I play. Would I look at myself and think, I'm different than the player base and the game doesn't cater to me? No, of course not. First and foremost, I am a bystander in this situation. I'm not siding with Jagex or the high level community. I just think that as an external voice and with maybe a few jokes, I can provide an outside look that might help you form your own opinions around what's going on. The high level community is a separate division of the player base that attempts to achieve high skill level challenges and goals. The Inferno? Yeah, that thing's for babies. Around here, we do Inferno speedruns and lowest combat level Inferno capes. Well, I guess you should be called the low level community then. So what exactly did the high level community do? Better question, at what point are Runelite plugins more problematic than helpful? For example, which of these would you consider more impressive? Someone soloing a 500 level invocation Tombs of a Masket, or this?
Consume.
Hey, editing Sobpop here. As I'm editing this clip, I'm realizing that he has a watchdog alert set off to where when Leviathan starts his rock attack, it tells him to eat, which in his video, he said he only uses the plugin for.
The only thing I used it for was this. A leech has spawned.
Which he's lying because we have proof right here. And the way he's using it in this clip is rule breaking and makes sense why Jagex wants this plugin taken down. Visual Sounds is an accessibility plugin that in relation to the previous clip provides the sound ID number of each unique Leviathan attack during his Guitar Hero phase and is color coded to help pair a sound ID with the respective prayer. The main goal of the plugin, from my understanding, is to help people who are hard of hearing or deaf with mechanics that are heavily sound reliant. Have you ever heard of the concept of the mental stack? This is a fighting game term that refers to the amount of options your opponent has, plus having to pay attention to bars and other sorts of game mechanics will decrease your reaction time and make you play worse. If this video gets 5 likes, I will make a future video on Runelite versus the mental stack and how even at the highest level of play, Runelite plugins reduce any sort of mental stack or mental load that a player needs to consider and effectively makes the game easier across all levels. But let me break it down for you. Bigger screen plus more to process equals slower reaction time. This plugin completely removes the mental stack aspect of this boss. There's a lot going on with Leviathan on screen and it creates a lot of mental stack. There's rocks on the floor, he's playing the intro to Through the Fire and the Flames, and you have to attack him, flick the correct prayer, and avoid falling rocks that appear every so often. That's a lot to process and should effectively prevent you from playing at an optimal level, but what if your screen looked like this the whole time? It's obvious that only having to look at a small portion of your screen is going to heavily increase your skill level. But by removing this mental stack, are you technically getting an unfair advantage in abusing a plugin? Well, Jagex says yes and requested the plugin to be removed due to violating the prayer switching indicators rule. Hey, so just wanted to cut in again. No Monkey in his video pointed out that it possibly did get banned because of the location of the information being moved to the prayer book. And Saxerpillar, the guy who's in the call with No Monkey in the clip I use, also posted on Twitter that all the plugin did was move the part to pay attention to on your screen right next to your prayer book, which, as I just showed, having only 10 pixels to look at is going to make the game extremely easier. In response to this, the high level community has started getting mad and No Monkey has announced a video is coming soon. I replied to somebody's tweet with this and got 33 likes. Damn, what a banger. From a lot of what I've witnessed, one of the main defenses is that this is ableist and is hurting hard of hearing and deaf players. This is completely untrue, as Jagex has previously added text chat indicators to Olm's prayer ball attacks to help colorblind people. I'm sure if we reached out to Jagex through the correct channels, they would be willing to add some sort of text chat indicator to Leviathan as well. Let me pose a question. At what point does Runelite start simplifying the game to where even the high-level community is playing Easyscape? Runelite has a bunch of plugins that are used by the high-level community and each have their unique use. Some flash a red light because you forgot to summon a thrall, and others tell you exactly how to do a puzzle. Runelite has many quality of life plugins that can help every single player, but some of these plugins have unexpected advantages in even the highest level of PvM. In the eyes of the high-level community, if you use the Zora helper, you're a trash player who's a scrub and will never be good at PvM. But when you're staring at 80 pixels and prayer flicking with 200 tile markers and a HUD that looks like the instrumental panel of a Boeing 747, you're a PvM god who is to be paraded through the streets of the high-level community. One of the arguments in No Monkey's video is that the high-level community wants content that they can optimize and fully explore and calculate. But when your screen is lit up like a Christmas tree, who's really doing the optimization, your hands or the Runelite plugins? If this truly was the highest level of optimized player versus monstering, you wouldn't need to have half of your mental stack being handheld by Runelite plugins. Now that I've said what I've said about Runelite plugins, I would like to side with the high-level community here. Jagex removing these two plugins is starting a slippery slope. Two plugins being removed because a 0.000000001% of the player base is using them as a one specific boss for a not correct kill challenge is a harsh overreaction. Editing Sobpop here again. While I am critical of the high-level community as a whole, I think No Monkey's second video around this plugin issue is meritable and worth watching. He brings up the comparison to Minecraft visual subtitles, which is allowed in Minecraft speedruns, which I did not consider at the time of writing this video. If you do go through and remove these two plugins, then almost any other raid or boss helping plugin needs to be removed, as well as it helps give an unfair advantage to the player who has the plugin installed. Next, let's talk about the elitism and separation of the high-level community from the general player base. In every other video game, players are going to strive to be the best and be on top. This is why esports exist. However, RuneScape can't have esports. We have Deadman mode, but show me a finale that didn't have DDoSing, teaming, bug abuse, or some sort of drama in it. The high-level community acts as if they are some separate division of gaming that no other game has, and that's just not true. The easiest comparison here is that the high-level community is comparable to World First Racers in World of Warcraft. No Monkey and his TOA or Next teams are no different than Complexity Liquid, McDonald's DraftKings, AT&T Impact Liquid Maximum, or whatever their guild name is called now. Saying that the high-level community matters and acting like Jagex is completely ignoring you is a wild claim when you literally get ornament kits to show off your accomplishments. It's not Jagex's fault that you get made fun of for bank standing in your blood Torva. No Monkey is acting like a prophet for the high-level community that is going to die a martyr to protect his plugins, when in reality what he is doing is somewhat comparable to Rendy in the bug abuse community. If he continues down this path, he's just going to get banned as well. Another example that I think majorly compares to the high-level community is the Souls community. Dark Souls is an intentionally hard game, and when people beat it, they don't start throwing a hissy fit because there's no content. They start completing the game using certain builds or unique controllers. What's happening with the high-level community is nothing new in RuneScape. All these "I'm not like most other girls" looking ass communities having their episodes where they lash out at Jagex claiming they're ignored and forgotten about is nothing new. You're playing a video game from 2007. The difficulty can only reach a certain limit. When the limit is reached, you have to think outside of the box to create new challenges. Look at the YouTube community. A regular Iron Man is too easy nowadays, so we have Snowflake Iron Man. Instead of using allegedly cheating plugins, maybe you should create an Iron Man that can only walk on grass and cannot kill things with an even number of letters in their name. At the end of the day, I want to restate that I am not on the side of Jagex or the high-level community. I just felt like I wanted to talk about the situation as a bystander. To the high level community, I enjoy watching your videos of crazy boss kills and also need your guides so that I can do mid to high level bossing myself. I don't want this video to come off as entirely negative, so as a positive ending, if you want challenging content, I'll give you challenging content. I'll offer 2 boss bounties. The first person who can send me an Awakened Leviathan kill on the official Jagex client, so there's 0 plugins and there should be nothing on your screen to help you do the boss fight, with video proof will get 25 million gold. The first person who can send me a no Shadow Barrage Awakened Leviathan kill without using any prayer helping plugins gets 100 mil gold. I'm not made of money, so I can't really offer much more, but if you think that's not enough gold, then that means you think you should be able to do it easily, which means you should just take my gold, right? Good luck and good night.